Okay, let's see. We have one more left for today. This is going to be a little bit different video. This isn't a specific notes video. This is actually a foldable. Well, some students do them as foldables. I do them on index cards just because I think it's easier to keep track of in the front of your binder. You can just kind of put it in there and have it to look at and remember whenever you need to. So this is called Dixi Royd, and you'll see how that's spelled in just a minute because that's actually important to what we're doing here. We're going to start on the back on the lined side of our index card. So like I said, this is Dixi Royd. So D is our first letter. I is our next letter. X is our next letter. And then another I for our last letter. And if you want to remind yourself that these aren't ones or L's, you can do that. Okay. So we have Dixi right here. So Dixi stands for domain, input, X values, and independent not ladies, variables. Independent variable. Okay. So Dixi here stands for domain, input, X values, and independent variable. Okay, so we can remember that our domain is everything from side to side, from left to right on our graph, all of our X values. That's also our X-axis is our input, and it's our independent variables. And then kind of the reason I do this one going across is so that I can remember that this is what my X-axis looks like. Dixi. So Dixi stands for domain, input, X values, and independent variable. So kind of to help you remember, hey, domain is X values, right? Hey, got a little brain trick in there to help me out. Okay, the other side is going to be Royd, R-O-Y-D. And this side we actually do start vertically. See if you can figure out why. R-O-Y-D. It's not evenly spaced, but it'll work for today. So earlier we had Dixi. Now we have Royd. So we have Dixi Royd. So R here stands for, whereas on Dixi we had domain. Here we have range. Range. For Dixi, we had our first I was input. Now it's going to be output. We had X values. Now it's going to be Y values. Okay. And we had independent variable, and now it's dependent. And as a quick reminder, just in case the different direction of the text didn't clue you in, this also reminds us that our y-axis, our y values, our range is up and down. Our dependent variables are up and down. Our output goes on the y-axis. Okay. And just a little pro tip here. If you want to go ahead and put, if I were you, I would put your name at the bottom somewhere just so you know where it is. Okay. So we have Dixi. Oops. Royd. Doesn't have to be cute. Doesn't have to be the prettiest thing. Just has to help you remember.